Hello, I'm Vivian Liu, Associate Product Manager for CataList at BookNet Canada. Welcome to this year's update on what's new in CataList. To begin, I'd like to acknowledge that BookNet Canada's operations are remote and that my colleagues and I contribute our work from the traditional territories of the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Haudenosaunee, the Wyandot, the Mi'kmaq, the Ojibwe of Fort William First Nation, the Three Fires Confederacy of First Nations, which includes the Ojibwe, the Ottawa, and the Potawatomi, and the Métis. These are the original nations and peoples of the lands we now call Beaton, Brampton, Guelph, Halifax, Thunder Bay, Toronto, Vaughan, and Windsor. We endorse the calls to action from the Truth and Reconciliation Commission of Canada and support an ongoing shift from gatekeeping to space making in the book industry. Today, we'll talk about some of the features that we've introduced to CataList this year, as well as some of the future developments that we have planned. Let's first talk about the tag feature. Longtime CataList users will recall that we used to have categories on the site. We've now replaced categories with a more robust tag system. Tags are a way for you to add short keywords to both your seasonal and custom catalogs. If you're a book buyer, you could also add tags to your orders. Tags could be added wherever you're able to edit or create seasonal custom catalogs. For example, on the left-hand side here, we have a tag section that appears when you are creating or editing a catalog. Any tag that you create in your account could also be used by others who are in your account. For example, on the right-hand side, we have a tag list that appears when you search for tags that you want to add to your catalog or order. This tag list includes all of the tags that you've created and also the ones that your colleagues have created. You can use any of these tags for your catalog. Here's an example of how the tags look when they are on my page. This is a catalog table, and you can find the tags column near the right-hand side of the table. You can click on any of the tags that are in the column to filter your catalog table. For book buyers, the tags are also available for your orders. You can find the tags column in the My Orders table, similar to how a tags column is available on my page. When you click an order to view its details, you can also see the tags in the order properties. Let's return to the My Orders screenshot to talk about another feature that we've recently introduced, and that is the ability to search for your orders. You can now use the search box on the My Orders page to search for your orders by name, by the location or the tags, or by any of the other data points that are available in the order table. I've mentioned that you can use any of the tags in your account. You can also edit any of those tags. In the settings, there is a new section called the Tag Manager. And on this screenshot, we have an example of what that looks like for an account. On the left-hand side, we have the list of all of the tags in the account, and you can click on multiple tags to edit them at once. You can change the color of the tags, or you could remove those tags from the account if they're no longer needed. If you edit a single tag, you could also update the name of that tag so that the new update is shown wherever that tag is used on CataList. Let's move on to another feature that we've introduced, and that is the full book previews. Publishers could now upload full book previews for their forthcoming children's books. These previews are available to book trade accounts. So these include retailers, librarians, wholesalers, and sales reps. These uploads are also only available for forthcoming titles. Once uploaded, the buyers could find these previews on the title detail page below the cover image or in a catalog scrolling view. While previews cannot be downloaded or printed from Catalyst, you could adjust the display to suit your needs a little more. You could, for example, zoom in and out of the preview. You could jump to a specific page of the preview as well. Currently, we support PDF uploads directly to the Catalyst FTP. For publishers who want to know more about using full book previews or accessing the Catalyst FTP, they can contact us at catalyst@booknetcanada.ca for more information. So far, the features for the full book preview tool that I've mentioned are part of the first phase of this tool. We have more features planned for the book previews, and I'll talk more about those when I speak about Catalyst's future plans. Another highly requested feature from our stakeholders is the ability to perform bulk actions in various workflows on the site. This year, we've included 2 updates related to bulk actions. One of those updates is to the scrolling view of the search results. We've now introduced checkboxes to the scrolling view so that you could select the specific titles that you wish to export or add to your catalog. It used to be that if you wanted to select specific titles, you would have to switch to the grid view, but now you can do it right on the scrolling view. We've also locked the action buttons and the search results filter in place so that they're always available even when you scroll through your results. The second update related to bulk actions is one that we're currently working on as I record this session. And that is the ability to upload suggested quantities to your custom catalogs. Currently, if a sales rep were to include suggested quantities for the titles in a custom catalog, they would have to manually add those values after they've created the custom catalog. After our bulk action update, you would be able to upload a list of ISBNs and the suggested quantities with it in a spreadsheet. And you would be able to upload that spreadsheet when you are both creating a new custom catalog and when you are editing an existing custom catalog. And now let's talk about some of the future development plans for Catalyst. We continue our work of including bulk actions to Catalyst next with changes to My Page. We've spoken extensively with our stakeholders and also internally about bulk actions for the catalogs on My Page. And we are also discussing design options for this feature as well. We're also planning to improve the notes tool on Catalyst. These improvements would include the ability to edit multiple notes at once, as well as sharing the notes with specific groups of accounts. As I mentioned before, we also plan to add more features to the full book preview tool. One of them would be the ability to choose the specific accounts that can access the previews. And publishers will also be able to manage the files directly on Catalyst instead of only through the Catalyst FTP. We're also continuing to transition publishers to using their Onyx 3 data for display on Catalyst. Currently, we do have a few publishers who have completed the transition. So there are a few publishers who are using their Onyx 3 data to display information on Catalyst. We are also reviewing the data for a few other publishers who are almost ready to have their Onyx 3 data be the source of title display on Catalyst. If you haven't heard from us about your Onyx 3 transition status, or if you haven't gotten in touch with us about it yet, feel free to contact us at catalyst@booknetcanada.ca, and we'll be happy to talk to you about your data. And that's it for what's new in Catalyst. Thank you for listening, and we hope to see you in other Tech Forum sessions.